Of course, there's two. That's actually so funny. What's up, guys? I hope your new year is off to a good start. It's a new month, which means a new ranked season on Master Duel, which for me means I'm gonna try a new deck. So today we're doing Fiendsmith Artmage. We'll get into the card by card. I'm gonna go quick and then we'll just get into some games. I'm playing the Lurie for the Tract, 2 copies of the Power Patron because you get it from the deck off of Medius, 2 Maxi because I have to, 3 Ash because I have to, 3 Ghost Spell. I think it's compulsory. This is kind of debated, but I think it's compulsory. I'm playing one of each of the Artmage names, Littera, Groflair, and Finmal. These are like advantage generating cards that provide some light interaction. It creates a nice layered board. It's low to the ground, but it's consistent. 1 Lacrima for Fiendsmith because you do get an extra normal in this deck, so it's not that bad, and it gives you more ceiling, more options. 3 Fua, kinda gotta play it, I love the card. 3 Medius, he is a 1-card starter in a way, and you do go through copies of this card rather quickly. He's always a good normal summon. You get your extra normal for him, so we're going to play 3. 2 Engraver because it's semi-limited, but even if it wasn't, I feel like 2 is a pretty good number for this deck because of the synergy with Theo Realize, which I'll get to in a second. Theo Realize is kind of the card that makes the deck go, if you will. It Foolish Burials Medius for cost and has a graveyard effect where you can target a monster you control and change its type and attribute. So you obviously just make something a Light Fiend and bridge into Fiendsmith off of it. It makes a really natural pairing for any deck that plays Medius to consider playing Fiendsmith, and so we might see this in the Elven Note strategy coming out in Burst Protocol in paper. We're playing 3 of the Artmage Search spell. It's a really good one, so might as well. And 3 of the Field spell because it gives us the consistency we need to only play 1 of each of the names. And then I'm also playing 2 Assault. This adds Medius to hand, so that's pretty good. 1 of the Quick Play Fusion spell. This lets you go into like Guardian Chimera on your opponent's turn. It turns certain hands that are like full of Artmage cards into a higher ceiling. 3 Imperm for interaction. 1 Paradise to play off of Lacrima sometimes under like a Mulch Army or Maxi if you want to stop. And then 1 of the Artmage Trap. This card lets you go back into Diactrys if they answer your board before you spend your negate. In the extra, I'm on just regular Fiendsmith stuff, so I have a Requiem, a Sequence, an Agnum Day, a Lacrima, the Necroquip, Desiree, Caesar, and a Chaos Angel. The Chaos Angel you can make off of Engraver plus Lacrima, or you can make off of Engraver plus Medius for light and dark. And then for Artmage stuff, I'm on 2 Diactrys. This is the negate, 1 Nerva. This card is kind of niche. And then actually 1 Ilia Sylvia. So this you can use Nerva and Littera as material because it's an illusion monster and a light spellcaster, and it's an Omni. And then for utility slots, I'm on SP and Underworld, but you can play whatever. Oh, and then the Guardian Chimera for the quick play. But that's the list, and it's a clean 40. Let's get in for some games. We will go first in our first game. I feel like our end boards are going to be pretty low to the ground in this deck, but that's not necessarily a bad thing if we have the non-engine to back it up. This seems pretty good, not gonna lie. I mean, unless they droll us and then it's horrible bad. I guess we want to add Medius first in case they droll us, right? Okay, we're safe against that. So here we go, normal spell pitch for Littera. And then Littera gets the normal spell back. I'm wondering if it's better for our routing to use this now or later. I think now, if I'm being honest. Oh, oops. I thought I was gonna be able to like add. No, that makes sense. The cool thing is we get to end on a good chunk of interaction. And this fixes the routing actually. The question is whether we want this or we want access to the Finmal. I want access to the Finmal if I'm being honest. Let's play Fiendsmith. Nibiru would kind of suck unless this is like a... No, I knew it was on the field actually. Oh, you know what? We needed to do the Fiendsmith stuff first. That is okay, because we can just go Requiem, Lacrima, Dump, Paradise. Although it was a misplay. So you lock yourself into summoning Artmage monsters from the deck for the rest of the turn. And so that poses a problem. But we did draw Max C, and we have the Quick Play Fusion. I'm not like mad about it. It could have been better if I didn't misplay like that though. He top decked Perulia. I think I go Latera here. Just to go plus. Right, Geki. I feel like I just Diactress that. Haha, of course there's two. That's actually so funny. What do I do? I read Nerva. I most certainly make this, right? And put another engraver, and put an engraver in the graveyard period. Yeah. And I'm okay with going, oh no, it does. That was stupid of me. Because these are gonna get popped by Regeki. I'm like, oh, I can activate. No, that was really silly. I should have just used the ones on the field. We take that. Alright, first one we won the coin flip, second one we lost. Oh, but they're still making us go first. I don't know if I should be happy or scared. Could be Gem Knight, could be something else. This hand isn't perfect, but it does get us there. Unless they have like Ghost Spell. I am putting the Lava Golem on the bottom of the deck. That is scary. Please don't Ash my summon from deck. So here I'm gonna go into Diactress and I'm gonna add the field spell. And then I go field spell, add Latera, add back Fusion, search for Grappler, effect, this time we go normal spell, and we go normal spell, add field spell because we don't really care to draw another. Ooh, I'll draw a card. And then we go for Finmel. And we draw a card off of her. That's pretty good. I definitely want to just do that. Which endboard piece is the least important to me? Probably the Graph Lair, because I don't have access to Quick Play Fusion anymore. Time to make him a light fiend. And go for this line. Oh my gosh, I'm so silly. I need to do that earlier. When will you learn? That is so funny. I'm so embarrassed that I did that 2 games in a row. What even locks me? I bet it's field spell. Whoa. It's just chain strike on a card. It's funny. I just max C again. I should have done it during the draw phase, but I was reading my own cards. It is before the end of the main phase. I need to Finmel here. I mean, I can just Omni that, right? Like, not that it super matters. I probably should have just let it resolve, but alas, here we are. Alright, let's see what he does into this. Typhon. I accept that. I mean, unless he sets like 4 back row. It's a bummer for him. We love it. The board has been pretty consistent. It's my fault for not digging into the Fiendsmith half before I activate field spell. Alright, time for our 3rd game. Let's try not to misplay and lock ourselves completely out of doing the Fiendsmith combo and just ending on Lacrima. Okay, I'm just trying to get one last game. I had a disconnect, I had a scoop. Let's try not to misplay and lock ourselves out of Fiendsmith. Wow, good hand to go second. Fua Ash Imperm. Ew. Just have the unicorn? And if you have the unicorn, I imperm it, and then it's like just have the Theosis? Haha, that's more like it. We still need a top deck good. This isn't good, but it's playable because we have the succession. Yeah, it works no matter how we do it. So we normal the Fua. They're gonna maxi, we're gonna chain this fusion spell. This is so sick. He's not gonna draw any cards off the maxi. We're gonna pop the Race Off. And we're gonna draw 2. And we're gonna chain block the, we should have chain blocked the draw 2. If we add Field Spell here, we can pitch Paradise. And just like add Finmel for follow-up because I don't want to play in a maxi. Paradise is actually really good for answering a Kashtira summon from the hand. Speaking of which, oh my gosh, I didn't have another Light Fiend. That was silly of me. Just have to hope that he doesn't. Haha, okay. So realistically, there was no like ideal send there. But it could have been Engraver or something, I don't know. Again, there was no really ideal send. But we're back with the deck, so they weren't perfect games. Actually, I think there is a pretty high expression ceiling on this deck because there is an interaction between Theo Realize and the Fiendsmith engine in an Artmage deck, but you lock yourself out of doing the Requiem effect once you've used the effect of the field spell to search. So you have to sequence, no pun intended, your Fiendsmith plays in an interesting way to get the most out of both halves. But I think if you do, you're presenting like 2 Omnis or a Caesar plus an Omni off of the Diactorus, which really isn't anything to sneeze at. And for a deck with that high of a ceiling, the number of non-engine you get to play, you know, I'm on the 2 maxi for Master Duel, but those would theoretically be other hand traps in advance, maybe Drolls. And so that's like 4, 3 of hand traps and a 2 of hand trap, and you could cut the Paradise if you really wanted to go up to 15. I think it's reasonable. I don't think it's incredible, but I definitely had fun playing it, and I would definitely want to come back to it and try to express even more and press into a higher ceiling because I know it's possible. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.